Yo people, welcome back to the backyard lockdown dirt jumps, where today is probably the most exciting day of the entire series and the most important, because I'm going to be test riding everything we've built so far. The 3 rollers, the right hip, the next roller, the left hip, and even maybe this. So I spent yesterday stacking up all of these turf blocks from out of that bomb hole. So there's a new lip that's getting created, and meanwhile the whale tail has joined the ramp graveyard over here because it was a massive failure. But I've had some really interesting comments about how I could reuse this. One was like an angled satellite dish where you jump into it and jump out of it. Another was a wall ride, another was a berm. So you may well see the whale tail return in a new form at some point in the near future. So today is about test riding, and the emphasis is on the word test, because as much as it's exciting and nervous whether it's going to work, whether it's not going to work, it's also about finding out what changes may need to be made. That's the big crucial thing. If it is perfect, which is the plan, we can carry on, we can progress, and we can build new jumps headed that way. But if it's not perfect, test riding it is the whole point of finding out what needs to change. So we might have to revisit some stuff and make some changes. So this takeoff, we have got a little bit more dirt at the start, which is going to need clearing before riding can commence. So I'm going to bring that all down here shortly on a build lapse. I'll show you how I got here, but this takeoff is really important because it's going to be wide, and the reason for that is it's going to be the start of where we split into 2 lines. So let's get this build lapse going, let's throw up a takeoff, and then we can ride. That is not bad at all, is it? Look how good it looks. This has made such a difference. We've got a new takeoff that's not 100% finished, but just dropping this bomb hole, I made a decision to drop this bomb hole lower because it looks like it's made the usable riding space of that landing twice as long. There's so much more ramp to that now, which will deliver more speed. Sitting lower in here naturally makes the takeoff taller, so that helps as we're running out of dirt, and it gained more dirt. So the reason this is so wide, and it's actually going to be full width, it's going to be this wide, is like I said earlier, this is where the line's going to split. And whether that jump goes that way, that one goes that way, or they jump over each other, I don't know yet. But I know that having this full width is going to be epic. So I'm really stoked now. Just pan over there and just observe the complexity and the flowage of this line of trails. So next up, I'm just going to finish this lip so it looks in keeping with the rest of the line. I think that might be my greatest work of the entire trails build. It's a bit fat. She's a bit of a beast, isn't she? Yes. She's a bit chunky. We actually had way more dirt than I anticipated. So when it hardens up, we can cut the back off of that and use that to build a landing. Obviously that's not to be ridden today. It's very soft. But thankfully, from the comments from the last video and all of the videos, I've had such a good technique suggested, which is to mix the soil, the water and everything in a wheelbarrow, get the perfect sticky mix, and then you can build with that. And it's allowed me to be way more efficient and build that in a much shorter time than everything else. The other comment is quite a theme actually. This comment is about digging down. A lot of people are concerned for me. They're concerned that this is going to fill up with water, which is nice to have those thoughts, but thankfully with the pit bike track being a previous project doing the exact same thing, I know that this soil actually drains really quickly. Without further ado, We've been pretty precious about everything. Ben's cleared out between the jumps because we want it to look 100% for these riding clips, assuming it all works. So I guess we need to brush, wet, sieve, do all of that. Everyone knows what's coming, don't they? They've all got anxiety. It looks incredible. Everything is the best now. All the cracks are gone, which means my tyres, if I even get to the end, will be smoothing everything out even more, hardening it up. I love the sound of the hub next to my own trail. Like, hearing your own back wheel in your backyard is pretty cool. I'm just nervous that it's not going to work. It should work though, because using these rollers I can control my speed, so I know the first jump's going to be fine. I can go as fast or as slow as necessary. It's just the second jump. And casing it with all those big dry cracks, I'm pretty sure things might start collapsing. So Ben, have your wits about you when you're riding, please.
I'm scared, mate.
I might just ride through the 3 rollers first, just to check how much my tyre's sinking, because I do not want to chainring the first jump and just bash a hole in the back of it. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah.
I'd love to go through just all in one, but we need to do it step by step, don't we?
Yeah.
Because if the tyres sink in and rut it, we've got a problem. Right, rollers.
Get it! Oh!
So much speed! We're
Just
gonna clear
jumping
that.
off the
We're
side
going
of
to clear
it.
that, no worries.
You are?
Okay, I'd like to. You might not. These work so good. See, if those cracks weren't full of dust, the little slates and like slabs of clay would just be moving. It can support a really, really heavy brown dog, so. It doesn't even rut. I mean, the tiniest bit, but it doesn't. It's a really, really, really cool dirt. I'm gonna jump the hip.
Very cool.
I'm gonna go all the way through.
Okay,
If I clear this hip good,
yeah.
I'm gonna pump my arse off and jump the next one. Look at the riding line. It's magic.
Get it!
Oh, I'm pretty unsure on how fast to actually go for the jump. Right, here we go. Pump. Yes. Yes! It actually works. Yes. Yes!
Oh!
I only just cleared this. Like,
Oh my god!
if I was 1 inch closer to the edge, we'd have had a collapse. Oh, it feels mint. Can you imagine when it goes all the way to the end? Just whoosh,
it'll be
whoosh,
mad.
whoosh. I went out really wide here. My tyre line was like on the edge,
Yeah.
so I couldn't straighten up. I'm going to go again and jump a bit more central here,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's going to be less soft. The plan is to get wide on that, because if I can't get really wide on that landing, there's going to be no point having a split line, is there? But the first rollers, there's like tram lines, 2 tram lines.
Oh!
It feels sick, but I'm not riding them perfectly. Can you see the 2 different lines then? That was the last run,
Yeah.
that was the first run. Let's see if I landed any wider.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty obvious. Right, 3rd time's the charm. I just want to get the second hip wide and good. That was better.
Oh! That was way better.
That way better.
Still a bit of damage.
Oh no, we let off big bombs on the landing. That's fine, Ben. It just gives you something to aim for.
Yeah, mate, to be honest, I was really stressed about doing this, so now I'm not stressed anymore.
That's a big takeoff. You just naturally feel that when you get here, that's when it's like, okay, now I'm into the trails. Now I'm building speed.
Yeah.
Don't know what to build there. Suggestions in the comments, maybe a spine. By the end of today, I just want to do a train with you, follow each other.
Wow, okay.
That means we both have to get through perfect. Are you going to ride exactly in these lines, or are you going to be a renegade and create your own?
I'm going to create my own, mate.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where?
Like that.
What are you going to do then?
I'm going to do what you did. I'm just going to hit the rollers, and then next run I will crash.
So you're just going to ride them and jump out the corner?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright mate, good luck. Enjoy.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Pump. Hey.
Whoa!
You were going too fast into it. I feel like
Quite quick.
the size of the jumps right now
Yeah.
might be better suited to a BMX.
Yeah, but to a BMX person that knows how to ride, be
Trails.
better. Trails, yeah.
You can't lie that you don't know how to ride.
I do.
You have been in videos.
As long as it's not trails or whale tail.
Go slower in and then use the pumps to control your speed.
Okay.
You kind of charged in.
Okay.
Okay, mate, right.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it, perfect. That's it. Now, build. Yes, that's gonna look cool. You're nervous.
Yeah.
You're not nervous about crashing, are you? You're nervous about destroying the hard work.
Yeah, your hard work mostly.
You couldn't have got it any better.
That was nice.
That was so nice.
Oh my god. What's that?
The old daisy heads are pretty slick. You need to get to the end so we can do this train.
So I'm gonna do that, try go over this and then fly off into that furniture.
You said I'm gonna do that, do this, and then go that.
I'm gonna jump the first right hip, Matthew, go over this roller, and instead of going over the left hip, I'm gonna swing right into the furniture.
Whoop. What? Told you! There was no way you were making it right. You did so well, brakeless, to figure out a non-destructive way of getting out. Oh, the trails look amazing! Can I have another go? It's my go, please. That was good.
Not bad. Yes!
I'm getting into the swing of it now. Let me have another go, please.
Oh, mate, it looks so good. Yes! Oh! So sick!
Oh, I love it. I'm sure that riding it is hardening it up at the same time. A rolling would be a treat, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just those two pedal strokes could be banished with a simple wooden rolling. Mid-ride, spruce up! Yeah.
Whoa, don't want to break anything.
You got that.
My heart's beating really fast, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, because you know
it's literally the fact that I just don't want to break anything.
I know. Pump! What? Yes! On the 20-inch!
I hung up on that bad.
No, you actually didn't. You almost caused massive detriment and seismic activity.
I did land there, yeah?
Yeah. I just think it feels so good. This section is quite tight, it's quite hectic. Like, you land, you pump, you ride a big steep roller, you pump again, and suddenly you're in the air. But that is the vibe that I like about trails, is like, there's never a moment to pause, it's just constant flow. And I can't afford for that flow to stop. And I can't wait to keep digging. At what point do you feel like we can follow each other through?
If I'm following you, we could go now.
Yeah, we could. All right, that's done. Deal. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Get to the end.
Okay.
Get to the end.
Okay.
All on.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa. I took my foot off for some reason. I was so scared.
You think I can follow you, or are you still unsure?
Still a bit unsure.
Well, let me do it.
Okay.
If you mess up, I'll just run you over. I've got big wheels, you won't even notice.
Great, mate, thank you. Whoa.
Whoa. It is cool following someone. Imagine when we got 10-person trains.
Oh, mate.
At the lockdown jam. Hey Siri, what do you think we should do in the next video?
We're talking pit bikes, RC cars, and why not trick those jumps and ride the new chunky piece. The next video will likely be fire. We're talking pure fire.
Yes, Siri, Siri knows. I think by the chunky piece he means the new takeoff. So we better get busy, we better get active. But can you believe the jumps work? There's a few little repairs that need doing, but if you wind the clock back 2 weeks, there was nothing here. It was a pleasant, Beck preferred it. It was a nice piece of grass, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
It was a beautiful, beautiful lawn with daisies growing, and now there's mud ramps, but they're well sick. And they work. The triple roller is magic. You can set your speed perfectly. You could jump to the inside, outside. The roller's great. That hip's awesome, but we're struggling to get full width. But that will come. That will come when they harden up. I'm not going to change anything. I'd like a roll-in, and I'd love to ride the new chunky piece. Could become a spine. Honestly, I was going to suggest maybe a couple days off digging, but after today was so good and it works so well, we just can't do that. We need to keep delivering this lockdown series. So we'll have to get dirt from somewhere. Thanks guys, thanks for all the interaction. I know I say this in every video, but the comment section has just been all time, like way more than ever, which is incredible, and I think that's because you're genuinely enjoying this series and the productivity of it all. So thank you. Thanks to you, Ben. Thanks to Moose. Almost crashed into you today, didn't I, mate? Cheers, Beck, for letting us dig up the garden. Just a head shake from that one. Yeah, and cheers you guys, legend.
You should ride the chunky piece of Series got sunstroke.